God-fearing, America-loving people, black and white, have determined they would rather suffer through the Great Depression than have Barack Hussein Obama as president of the United States. And these are the sentiments of many people. And these are the sentiments of Dr. James David Manning. I would rather go back through the Great Depression 10 times magnified with John McCain as president than to go through a mild recession with Barack Hussein Obama as president. Those are my personal sentiments, and these are the sentiments of every God-fearing, America-loving citizen. Because if Barack Hussein Obama becomes the president, America's future is going down the tubes. We can recover from a depression. We can recover from a great and even a global financial collapse. In fact, if Barack Hussein Obama becomes president, Haiti will be sending foreign aid to us to try to help us get out of the ditch. We'll be borrowing money from Nigeria. We'll be borrowing money and resources from Sierra Leone. I mean, the poorest nations on the planet will be trying to help. I would rather, as a God-fearing, America-loving, of this royal diadem of nations, and a host of millions of others, Americans feel the exact same way. I would rather go back through the Great Depression, coupled with the crack-epidemic and the homeless epidemic, the crack epidemic and the homeless epidemic that we went through a decade ago. Do you see what's happening in South Africa now? When Nelson Mandela took over and run South Africa into the ground, now crime is off the charts. I don't know why there's so many. Where were all these people that had these AIDS in them when de Klerk was running South Africa? People are dying like flies. The nation is in shambles and tourism down. Nobody wants to go there. Trust me. If Obama becomes president, black folk everywhere are going to put a demand on the man on the street. Get off the street. Get off the sidewalk. I'm coming through. I'm black. I got a black president. You're going to see fist fights in Times Square. They will not be able to hold the New Year's celebration in Times Square if Barack Hussein Obama becomes president, because black and white folk won't be able to celebrate the same New Year together. Black folk going to walk down the street. Black folk going to run stoplights. And if a white man tries to arrest them, they're going to call out the black militia. No, you don't want Obama as president. You don't. Now, I know my voice is having a tinge of humor to it, but my friends, I'm dead serious. I'm as serious as I can be. I would rather go through the Great Depression 10 times over because that you can recover from. America will not be able to recover from Barack Hussein Obama being the president of these United States. This, our future, the future of our children and grandchildren, and all of our futures will go down the sewer into the toilet. What you're going to do is create the greatest riot, the greatest slowdown. You're going to create the greatest work problem. Mexico white people will be trying to cross the border to get into Mexico. The Mexican National Guard and all of its hosts will be down on the border stopping white folk from leaving America because black folk are now running everything if Barack Hussein Obama becomes president. You talking about a reversal. You talking about Mexicans getting out of South Central Los Angeles, getting out of the South, getting out of Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, and going back down to Mexico, because life in Mexico will be better than life for a Mexican here in America if Barack Hussein Obama becomes president. Now, y'all listen to me. You listen to me. Though what I am saying seems exaggerant and border as humorous, I'm not exaggerating. I am not being funny. I am being prophetic. I'm telling you, black people, listen, black preachers, y'all that are flying around in private jets or that can afford to ride first class on every flight you take. You got those nice cars. Maybe you don't have Bentleys, but you got nice cars. You got a nice pension plan. You got a good church. You got good members. They have good jobs. You have a good income. You got a good house. You got a good future. Do you want to keep that? Black preachers, do you want to keep this good future that America has given to you, your church and your people? Do you want to keep it? Do you want to keep eating the way you're eating? Do you want to keep dressing your wife the way you're dressing her? If you want to keep all these good things that you have, hey, Robert Johnson of BET, hey, Earl Graves, hey, Oprah, say Oprah, hey, you black people that are doing well, these nice houses, y'all want to keep that? You got it through the white royal diadem, God blessed America system. If you want to keep this good life that you have, throw a big party for Barack, give him a nice watch and a private jet, and send him back to Kenya. But let the white people that have been running this nation and that God has used to make it as prosperous and make you as prosperous nowhere but in America could you ride those private jets and drive those Mercedes Benz, one for you and one for your wife, and eat in these expensive restaurants and take the top floor of these hotels nowhere but in white America. You can't do that in black Nigeria, you preacher, you. You can't do that in Sierra Leone or in Monrovia, Liberia. You can't do that. And you won't be able to continue to do it here in America if you put that long-legged Mac Daddy, that freak called Barack Hussein Obama, that biracial freak. You like what you have? Say you like this life? Like that nice air-conditioned house you live in? You do? Like that nice white carpet you got in your bedroom? Then keep Barack Hussein Obama out of the White House. Hear my words. Hear these words, thus saith the Lord God Almighty. And the first time one of y'all niggas get 2 quarters and a Harvard education, you marry yourself a white woman and you move out to black neighborhood. And I'm not the one that started this. You do it routinely. You do it routinely because you don't want anything that black people have. You don't even want to shop in black people's stores. You don't want to buy black people's clothes. You don't want to buy black people's food. But you say you want a black president, you moron, you. You don't want him and nobody else wants him. Send Barack back to Kenya. Give him a nice watch and a gold certificate or something, and send him over there to Kenya and tell him he can't come back anymore. He's done nothing but stir up trouble ever since he's been here. You don't want Barack. You don't want him.